So our Detroit Lions fall 0-1 to the San Francisco 49ers. Pretty predictable outcome there. But let's now move on to previewing their Week 2 matchup against the Green Bay Packers, who are also 0-1 right now, and they looked a lot more dog shittier than the Detroit Lions did
And
this
honestly,
past Sunday.
that's not a good thing.
No, they looked maybe the worst of anyone in the division yesterday.
I'm saying that's not a good thing for us.
Oh well, right. I mean,
I really think that they are going. Although I don't know, man.
Oh my god!
I do think for like the first part of me is like they're gonna kill us next week.
well, I said it earlier in the show, but that was my immediate gut feeling after seeing that score yesterday. I'm like, we are going to be the punching bags for them next week to get back on track. Which the Aaron Rodgers, nobody worry. We got 17 more games, that kind of stuff. So that's.
But the last time we played the Packers in Lambeau on Monday Night Football, I think we only lost by like what, 1 point, 2 points.
It's weird. The Monday night at Lambeau games. I mean, there was the infamous one with the Trey Flowers hold. That was absolutely, yeah. And before then, though, I mean, I'm pretty sure the year before we got a dub there, and like we've played decently.
That one was we beat the Packers both times that year, and I think Aaron Rodgers didn't play the second one. We did torment him in the first one.
So Monday night, there's been some surprises, but I think we're kind of in agreement here that this is a Packers team that they're looking at this week like, hey, we're a Super Bowl team. Let's get back on track, and let's the Lions should not be in the same class as them. I'm expecting a similar effort from them that they gave against the 49ers where, maybe it's not going to be a good performance for a lot of it, but like we're going to have a team that is hungry to win, and they're going to stay fighting the whole game, and God forbid they actually make some adjustments and they show that they are willing to adapt to the situation, unlike the previous head coach of the Detroit Lions, Matt Patricia.
Yeah, and I don't know, dude. It's like it really does feel like the same thing just keeps happening. It's the middle of the field that they just cannot defend for the life of them.
Well, luckily in this game, they don't have all of the spark plug receivers that go in the middle like a Deebo Samuel. They've just got Devontae Adams to really shut down and worry about, and the rest of the receiving core is kind of not good. Sorry, but they're really not. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers is playing, he makes any receiver better.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But like, if they just got to, and I know losing Okudah is maybe going to hurt us, but like, we have to
plug in the next guy.
Yeah, literally. We just have to shut down Adams. We got to shut down Aaron Jones.
Apparently, AJ Parker played 11 snaps yesterday, and he didn't get thrown to once. So I don't know if that is good. I mean, you'd have to rewatch the entire game to see when he was on the field, and if that is fair. Like the 11 times that he was on the field, they didn't throw to him because he was covering his guy so well, or it was because the play was designed for somebody else. But that's a possible, who knows?
Looking at this game with the Lions and Packers, similarly to last week, we're going to talk about some expectations that maybe you and me have for both teams here. Not both teams, just the Lions. Scratch that last bit. What are your expectations of the Lions in this game? What do you want to see from them? Maybe not as strenuous of a demands list as last time. What are some things you want to see?
I would love to see 2 sacks. That was in my list last week. We didn't get there. Only 1 sack. Would love to see 2 sacks this week. Get some pressure on this guy. It does seem like Dan Campbell is sending more blitzes than Fathead, but and that's how they got the sack with Tracy Walker coming off the edge. It looks great, but again, still, I like. You know what? I want 2 sacks on a 4-man rush. That's what I want. Those 4 guys, we're paying Trey Flowers and Okora so much money. They need to be able to start generating some pressure. And no Bakhtiari, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
So I'm pretty sure he didn't play yesterday. So that is one thing that I need to see.
Something I'd like to see, and I just don't feel like we got enough of it week 1, was I want to see more of Amon St. Brown.
Yeah.
Another
expectation of mine from week 1 that was not met.
I've been pretty hot on him throughout the preseason. He's one of those guys that I'm really hoping by the time the season wraps up here, that he's a bona fide, number 1, number 2 receiver for us, or a slot, just a really good slot player. Just a good weapon for Goff to have, or whoever's going to be throwing the football next year for the Lions. I just want to see more of him. I didn't feel like we got to see a ton of action for him last game. I'd like to see a touchdown. He's on my fantasy team too, so I'd love to see some of that. But that's definitely an immediate one that pops out to me.
Yeah. Okay, another laundry list demand that I have. Jared Goff can only be sacked one time. And that's a little bit on the offensive line. It's a little bit on Goff. I feel like he holds on to the ball too long.
Well, he's mostly good protection, so it's just, he's probably just thinking he's got time that he doesn't have ultimately.
Exactly. And I don't know how much Jameis got sacked, if he did get sacked. But it would be really nice to see him well protected. He also dropped back 57 times. So,
which when you said that, I didn't believe that. That's so many attempts.
Yeah, 57 pass attempts.
That's wild, man. Yeah. That's crazy. My last thing I'd love to see. I'm not even counting a W in this discussion. We're not going to do that.
Oh no! What do you got in your mind?
I would love to see more of Hawk Daddy crushing it out there, dude. He looked so freaking good.
Best player on the team.
He looked like, I know we talked about it leading up to this game, or leading up to the season, where we're like, Dan Campbell is the coach for Hawk to become a top 3 tight end. And yesterday he was looking special. So I just want to see 100%. More of that. And I understand he's probably
great connection with Goff too.
He's probably really the best player on our offense besides anybody. No, he is. He's so 100%. Even like pass catcher, like he blows every receiver out of the water.
He is a viable. I do think this is the season where he hits that status of Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Darren Waller, where he is a viable number 1 option.
Which, he's on a bad team, but that company, that elite company that he's in, that's crazy. I mean, that would be so crazy if he ascended to that level. So yesterday showed us that he's ready to take that step, and I just want to see more signs that he's gonna.
Yeah, 8 for 97, 1 touchdown, 10 targets. Very solid all around.
That was the loudest Ford Field was yesterday when he had the touchdown.
Yes, 100%. My last 2 demands, real quick. Jamal Williams, 80 yards rushing, 50 yards receiving, and 1 touchdown, revenge game.
So you want him to have 130 yards total?
Yes. He's fully capable. He had 54 yards on the ground while averaging 6 yards a carry, and he had...
This is insane.
He had 56. He had 110 yesterday. 8 catches.
So 40 more against his
20. What did I say? I said 80 and 50.
I can't count. The bourbon's getting in my head.
Finally, 1 turnover. They had 3 on Sunday. 1 turnover. One interception.
Okay.
Fair?
No. But
All right, let's talk fantasy.